Hi everyone, it's Robin. Welcome back to the nest. So this is part 3 of the Canopy Diaper Cake bed, and where we left off before is that we put in our post and did all of the bottom and did the back and then decorated the bottom here. I went ahead and started doing these two little canopies that are coming down. I don't know what those are called. I don't know why I'm calling them canopies, but I'm going to show you how I did those and just do these two here. I tried to jump ahead a little bit where hopefully we won't have part 4, and I will have to I'll have to keep checking my camera to see if you can see. So well, you can't see that, but okay. So this one I've already folded over, and what I did was I just checked my height like so from the top of my post to the bottom, and then I'm going to grab a rubber band and I'm just going to gather it at the top where I folded over. I'm just going to gather it. I'm really loving how this turned out. So I'm just going to hold it gathered, and I have a hold of the pole, and I'm going to put a rubber band on here. But try to keep our same height. And then I'm going to straighten up the inside. And don't worry about the rubber band showing, because you can cover those up with a little bit of ribbon. So they're that simple to do. I'm going to turn it sideways here. Hopefully you can see. Pull it over here closer. But it just gives it that little poof. And I'm leaving all of my insides like this, to where they're open. Like so. So there's one. Let's go ahead and get this other one on. I had to pause last night. I was getting too tired, so I came back and I'm finishing it today. Okay, so again, I just folded it over and then sort of just measured and eyeballed it, because I sort of wanted it to touch the bottom down here a little bit. So we're just going to gather it up again. Like that. Grab another rubber band. Grab hold of the pole. Hopefully, yeah, maybe you can, if I do this, you can see better. And then here we go. And turn it, and hopefully when I turn here, it's at an angle maybe to where you all can see. Like so. Yeah. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to push this aside, and we're going to make the canopy top. Now, if you wanted to, you could very well just do the 4 posters like this and have just the what is it, 68 diapers in the bottom here. You could do it like that, 68 plus the 9 in the back. Or you could just do your 2 posts in the back and not have these. Whatever, I mean, there's endless possibilities, I think. But we're going to make our top. And so here we have this. And now what you're going to do, I've tried this 2 ways. Let me see if I'm still in frame. Yes. Well, let me get here. I've tried this 2 ways. I tried laying my diapers like this and trying to make a little mound. Kind of liked it, but I only had 51 diapers left. So I'm using everything that I have left and going with it. So you'll need to just roll them up, and all that you do is just literally just roll them like that. Go ahead and put your rubber band on. And there you have it. So I already have the 51 rolled up, but I think that we probably need to do this next, or do it first before we start putting our diapers on here. And let me see if I can zoom or bring you down just a little bit. Whoops, I'm so sorry. Okay, there. Sorry about that. So the little mittens, I bought 2 sets of these mittens because I love the pink. The pink ones had the little bows on them, but you only need a 4-pack of mittens, which would be, you know, you just need 2 sets of mittens. But I bought 2 packs, and I was going to use these because they're kind of shabby chic. But I thought, well, I have the 4, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the 4. So what we're going to do is take our pipe cleaners, and I'm going to bring them down like this, and I'm going to twist them together just to give them a little bit more strength to where they'll stay up like this. And we can do this together because it won't take but a minute. And I'm just twisting it, going down. And then we're going to make just kind of like a loop and simply stick it inside the little mitten, and then give it another little twist where you can connect them both. So there we go. Just twist it all the way down. Okay, so there's 2. Yeah. It really doesn't matter what color you use. I was just trying to use a lot of colors, and since I have another pack, I'm going to go ahead and open these up. These came from Dollar Tree, so there we go. Make sure that I am in frame. Yeah. I should have gone ahead and done these ahead too. So we're just making us a loop and tucking it, whoops, tucking it inside like that, and give it a little twist. This is probably by far the easiest diaper cake that I've made, and I think that it could be very well the least expensive. It all depends on what you use, you know, and what kind of deals you can get on things and all, but I'm loving it. I think that it's probably one of my favorites. And not just because I came up with it. I told you all, I got this idea from looking at children's furniture, and I saw this little princess canopy bed, and I thought, oh, how precious. Okay, so now we need our pokey tool of some kind, whatever you have that you can make a hole, and we're going to make it here right in our corners. And so just be careful when you're doing this, and don't hurt yourself. But I need it big enough to where I can feed the pipe cleaners down in here. So then in all four corners, just poke your holes. There we go. Now, let's put our pipe cleaners down in here. Just feed them both down in the holes. Give them a little tug. Now I don't have my, you can see where my sorry wrapping here, but I don't have my little piece, the foam core board. I don't have it in here yet, and this is why. And that's why the foam core board is important. This is one of the reasons why I thought that we would need that, just to cover all this up. And you can find big sheets of that pretty much anywhere. Dollar Tree, usually over in the school supplies is where you will find those. It's getting stuck. There it goes. And don't worry about which way they're facing at all right now. because we can adjust them. Oops, sorry. I didn't realize how loud my tape was when I would lay it down. So I apologize for that. Okay, so here these are. We're still not really going to worry too much about which direction they're going in and all that. We're going to say this is our front, which this would be the front, and then let me move these out of the way. This, I'll just turn it this way. And let's see, do I lay it down? This is our side view. Hopefully you can see. Yeah, that's our side view. So I'm going to show you how to do the diapers. How I'm going to do the diapers. I'm just going to line them up here. And I'm taking them to the edge. And I really want the pretty side. Here we go. Like that. Be sure to, of course, be sure to pause the video at any point where you get stuck, because it took me a little bit to roll these, but I knew that you didn't want to watch me roll diapers. That would be boring. I will tell you, I've done like a quick run of this already, and I will tell you that I wish that I had had some more diapers to make my top a little bit more arched, but this was all that I had, so this is what I'm going to use, of course. I just couldn't see going and even getting a smaller pack of diapers to make it more like that, but I would suggest one more small pack, and then if you have some left over, you can always bundle them up in an extra receiving blanket. So this is the side view, and what we're going to do is just start alternating, and maybe if I alternate these just a little bit differently, like come in a little bit further, my arch, that will help my arch. Let me get these up here. Some fell on the floor, sorry. Okay. And we don't worry about the rubber bands because they're not going to show. Oh, this may be even better. Yeah, there we go. So maybe, see, I have 4. No, that won't work. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it will. Here's another one. Okay. So can you see how, I'm not sure if that's centered or not. May have to do those right there. Can't tell. Can't tell what's center, what isn't. Like I said, if I had more diapers, I would have made it even more arched, but I don't, so we're just going with this. Now, move that out of your way for just a second, and we're going to use another receiving blanket. And just like I did, let me see if I can move this back so I have a little bit more room. Just like I did for the blanket, I'm going to fold the receiving blanket to where it's the same width of my box top. And you could probably use, like if you wanted to get a big box of diapers, the ones that have 200 and something in them, you could probably cut that box down and make a top and a bottom and just do the same process. You most certainly don't have to have, you know, a boot box. Now when we get here, let me see if I'm still in frame. Yeah. Okay. When we get here, we are going to have to fold these out. And we want about the same distance . We want about the same distance on either side, because we're going to tuck this under, and this is where an extra set of hands is going to come in really nice for you, and would be greatly appreciated. But if you're doing it alone, just don't panic, just take your time. And I'm saying that so I don't. But you need your foam core board ready to go, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and tuck these under. I'm going to pull it really tight. I'm going to pull it really tight. We'll pull it really tight, and then I'm going to flip it over with it still extremely tight. So if I'm in frame, I'm sorry. This may be something that, see, I lost some. I lost one, I think. Okay. Just keep that tension on it. I'm using my elbows too. These will probably pop loose once I put the once I put my board in, but I'm just needing to hold it here for a second to where I can grab hold of the board. And we're just going to place this in like so. Okay, so after we have that placed in, I'm going to go ahead and tape, push it down, push the foam core piece down, and I'm going to tape the bottom to the side. I'm not taping directly in my corners right now because our posts are going to sit here. And if your posts are uneven, if your posts are uneven, you know, or wanting to bow in or anything, then you'll need to tape those to the side to get them straightened up. So I'm just intentionally not taping in the corners. I have one stray over here that I'm going to have to put back in when I flip it back over. I just thought that that finished it off nicely, plus it helped, helps hold our receiving blanket in. Now I'm going to flip back over and probably going to have to readjust my diapers just a little bit. I think right there's where I lost one. And let's straighten these up a little bit. Okay. You know, if you see that they need a little adjusting somewhere, just go ahead and do that. There we go. Here's another idea I just thought of. If you've bought some little onesies or some socks or something like that, like I had bought, these don't really match, but I bought these little thermals. It's a little long sleeve onesie and little thermals. And they are size 12, but I found these at Tuesday morning. What you could do, as if you're short on diapers, is just roll these up like this, and just thought of this. Roll these up, and they can be like a surprise in here for Mom and Dad. They're getting their diapers. I just tucked them. I'm putting them in this middle section here because I really don't have enough stuff to use these for, and they were just a little extra something. But you know, whatever you have extra, you can always put them in there, and it can be a little surprise on the on the inside for them. Let's see, how many more can I get in there? Hadn't planned on this, or I would have already had them folded. You can see I have strings everywhere. I've been trying to figure out with the diaper cakes that I've made and the stuff, I've been trying to figure out how to use these. I could have always made a clothesline and hung the little clothes on, but this will be cute. They won't even know that they're in there until they open it. It'll be a surprise all over again. Let's roll it this way. Just rolling, 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 rolling. Okay. Sorry if my head is in the way, but I can't see unless down. Okay. Now, we can go back and fill in here. And that makes our arch a little bit better, doesn't it? Let's see here. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So there we have that part, and again, this is the side view, what it will look like. And then I'm going to take the last bib that I had, and I'm going to place it just right over the top, kind of center it, place it over the top. And yeah, I actually prefer double-sided tape when I'm doing this, because, and Scotch brand actually, because it's the best thing for these diaper cakes, but I'm out of that, so I'm using some double-sided tape that I use for scrapbooking and card making and book building. Okay. I just pulled that tight. That will kind of help too, to keep your diapers in. And if you're traveling with this, you can always take the top, take it in two different parts. The top can ride alone, and then your bottom. That way it might be a little bit easier for you. So let's move that out of the way. And I'm going to raise you up, and then we're going to put the top on it. So cover your eyes if you have vertigo, and this won't be smooth, so there we go. Oh, it's smoother than I thought. Okay. I'm going to move our bed over, and we'll put our canopy on. canopy top rather. Here we go. Okay, I'm just going around and fluffing out the little ruffles here. And if you feel, this is something that you could do, you know, if you take it in 2 different pieces to the baby shower. If you have a pole that's out of line, just take you some tape with you, and when you set your canopy on, just give it just a little bit of tape. But I don't think that I'm going to do that now, because I think that I'm going to take it in 2 different pieces, just like I said, and do it then. So now to accessorize. Can you see that? The tiara that I was telling you? No, you can't see it. I don't know whether to turn it that way or, oh, I think this way. Yeah, I think that way. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to tape it on. Okay, there we go. There's that. And then I went ahead, I did jump ahead and made some swirls for our footboard. And they're tangled. Let's see here how to get those untangled. Oh boy. Let's see. There we go. They're not exactly identical. They're as close as I could come. So what I did is I used this tool, empty spool, and you know what? You probably couldn't see a bit of that. Sorry. Ta-da, here. These. I went ahead and made these. But what I used was the tool, empty tool spool. That's hard to say. And I just took my wire and wrapped it around, I think 6 or maybe 7 times. And then after I did, I took my my pliers and the very center piece, which would have been the beginning, I started twisting it, and as I did, it was making the next row a little bit smaller and then the next row a little bit smaller. But then at some point, you're going to have to take and start opening up some of your swirls, and then leave plenty enough room on the end to where it can go on over to the post. So I'm just going to tuck these in here. That's something that's time consuming. Let's see, can you see now, or do I need to go back down? I think I need to bring you down just a little bit. Hold on. Okay, and I'm going to bring you up too, so there we go. So, but these are time consuming, so just take your time with them. Don't get in a mad rush or anything. And this is my design. You know, come up with whatever design you like. If you want to do them like this, that's fine. I'm not saying it's my design that you can't use it, of course. Just saying this is what worked for me. So, did them like that. And that is my little footboard. Now, if you don't want to do something like this, you could always, let me see if I can find one here. You can always use some kind of flowers. Like if you have some flowers that are like this, just, you know, take the tops off. You could put flowers down here and use double-sided tape to hold them on. You could even do a foam core headboard if you didn't want to buy this piece, which is a gift too, because that's a wall decor. But you could always take and cut out some foam core board and then put, you know, just have a flower headboard. See how cute that would be? Just use your imagination. Do what you can afford and in your budget and what you think looks cute. So then the last thing that I'm doing is I'm just going to put this little baby in here, and I bought this little teething ring that's a fox that I thought was so cute. Hopefully I'm in frame. But here's another idea. What if you found a little chandelier, or if you hung, and I was going to do this, but I didn't. What if you hung a little stuffed animal from the roof of the canopy? Wouldn't that be cute? But I thought this looked sweet because it looks like the baby is cradling the little fox. The last thing that I'm going to do on this, and I won't do it on camera because I think you all know how to run. Here you go, I'll raise you up a little bit. I think you all know how to run ribbon around here and you know, just tape it off if you want to. This is something that you could do. You could always take and put ribbon around here like that on the bottom of your top, and then I'll show you what it would look like on the side. See, it would look like that on the side. There's just all kinds of options, but here, this is the basic way to make it as basic as I can think of. So just do what you like and have fun doing it. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to straighten up your little post here, the little onesie post. So enjoy making, and thanks for following along. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe, because you never know when I'll come up with another diaper cake tutorial. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have fun. Bye.